We all have a story and each go through a struggle. We're all on a journey and both sides are in a juggle. Our life brings about what we produce from what we put out. We're not slaves, we're workers trying to figure out ourselves. And down the chain's the same, the only difference is money. Being human, we all feel in pain, whether you're broke or rich. You can bitch and cry, but we still die. To me, it's better to enjoy a ride that's broken down and beat than being a Lambo and not know your own worth or even how the car works. I'm a technician who replaces old with new, but not unless I figure out the issue. I'm not changing shit unless the part calls for it. I break down systems like I'm the judge, jury, and victim. I see text like code and perplex on what I'm told. When left and right meet middle, I'm Malcolm, a fox with his fiddle, a fat boy with his jiggle, a rat cat who swings long balls instead of short burst bars with no real hooks, just face hearts like a face card. But when you face me, I'm Braveheart, and you're hating on a forced hero who loves saving but didn't want the gravy. Just the knowledge is paying, and I'm about to share some of what I'm saying. Language is broken down with linguistics, and numbers in large quantities is called statistics. Psycholinguistics is how psyche responds with speech. Whether you listen or speak, your brain inherits a link and makes tweaks, alter the way your mind thinks and peaks. On average, I'm collecting samples by the week, as if almost connections are made whether I'm asleep or awake. I'm assigned to a task, there's no undo, just remove, and I'd rather be in it with you. Solo feels like where I'm at, connected to the world like I'm part wig. So much emotion can make a person sick, but what if I decided that I wanted to be divided in order to figure out the right? To make a plane, you need an engineer willing to apply it, and people to build it, and a person willing to try it, and know if it works, he or she needs to fly it. I'm already in the air and I see traffic without signs there. Just imagine if we learn how to soul touch instead of have sex, we soul fucked. I like to bet $1 million if I had the cash to prove that life isn't just about making money and chasing ass, but how to answer when to ask. If you disagree, what are you really loving? They tell me to calm it down and be more selfish, and I laugh. I'm not perfect, just a human who knows how to be real, and if and when I act is to blend in so that I don't get attacked. I'm not a coward, just a man tired of getting sacked. Bosses steal when it matters most. I'm no chicken behind the wheel, but a guy ready to die when shit gets real. I'm speaking truth from a face that's just hiding reactions from a person looking to steal. In order for a bluff to get called, I need to have one too. It sucks when you're being honest and it gets played back at you, but if you're clever, you still know what to do. I'm just a guy who can take a lie and make true. I'm open source to a source, past tense in the future, but I'm connected like ether in a net caught and saved by a leader. The one and only Jesus Christ, our teacher. He lives within us and you act as if he's any different. We speak the same but just bring different offerings. What's a sacrifice when what you offer was less than what you paid at price? What's a man to do when the world isn't being nice, but believe they're all victims to a game that's gone out of reach to the plane? We're all blamed when you picture society's worth. What's the worst when you see better from the good? Do you really want to know the bad if you're already happy, as if you can't be something different? Even if one person changed, that wouldn't bring heaven to earth. It's okay if my brain is active, just as long as I know how to filter out the chemical reactions. I'll be okay, this is just what happens. Once I go to sleep and awake from my dreams, I'll be more balanced and awake in a state of mind, able to share more of my talents. I'm not mentally insane, just mentally challenged. I'm tired of being silent when words pour into my head like water by the gallons. I'm here with the Eagles and they're showing me talents, as if I keep checking each other's status. I'm Goku and you're rabbits and we switch like a pair of glasses, forced by a correct vision in the bracket. I'm telling you, this energy's static, and with practice instead of fight, we can easily train and be at a different level from each other's pain. When you look at it, you want to be within at it, then you see why you're not at it, and stop being the person you want to be because of being an addict. We're all addicted and some don't know how to stop, and call it quit because of no control of a wheel pushed by a thought. Well, who's the driver when I'm grabbing the wheel and I let go? It seems that everything I know somehow reflects back at you, and when I look at the road ahead, I see marks on the tires that tread, worn down and now are dead but still have life. And if and when they get recycled, they make a use. What if someone took the pile of rubber that was considered trash, burned it down and made ash? I'm sure it would be something to the right mind, to the center of your thoughts, and in the right mind, we're talking an imagination. But then when going back to the left, it's as if almost we had nothing left but a sense of direction and a mathematical equation to prolong the burning because of hesitation.